If I remember correctly, a couple weeks ago, we were fighting the Mythalar with a ton of so many souls in it. It like pulled all the scrolls and all the ish in the room to it. We fought it. We beat it. We used a little bit too much radiant damage. So then we were scoping out the space. We tried to ask it how to leave. It would not respond. Levi found a book. Book feels right. Found a thing that it got really attached to. That
Nobody
I
saw
started.
it, so nobody knows.
Yeah, no one knows that the book is in his bag, but the thing that Levi did get attached to is like he gathered up all the papers that
Okay,
was the creature.
okay. So he was looking at papers at least. I remember Katya going over and being like, "What you doing, buddy?" And then you had a headache, and yeah, I made you drink water, and the water was clean again, and the food was fine to eat again. And then we didn't know how to leave, so we decided to sleep and figure it out again tomorrow. So I went to sleep, but before we could really sleep, a blue dragon cracked through the ceiling, and it's massive and it's ancient, and we're gonna die. Ta-da!
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. You get your D20 of inspiration for this session.
Heck yeah.
We tune in to the party as the dust is settling around the sapphire scales of this dragon claw and the head emerging.
You said we
Okay,
got a
so
short.
I need to get some clarification.
Okay.
So basically, even though we're in the ground, we have had the dragon rip off the ceiling, and there's a dragon claw kind of above the hole, right?
I'm imagining it more of coming in through the side. It's more of like, and you can see as the dust is beginning to settle that there's a tunnel that has been dug through this wall leading upwards, and sunlight is now streaming in.
Okay, and which side of the room is that in?
Let's see. Uh, we will say, because of the bookshelf, that this is where the dragon's emerging.
Okay, and where did we come in at?
Just to the left of the screen, of
Okay,
like right here.
You said we got a short rest in, right?
A short rest, yes.
okay, so in other words, okay. And what about this orange part up above? I don't think I ever got a hold of what that was.
So the orange part was my illustration of a different level. So you guys can go up the stairs that Meepo is currently on,
Right?
or you can duck underneath. There are smaller bookshelves and stuff on that level.
Okay.
It's practically identical, but you can walk to it. That's
Okay. I got my thoughts ready to go.
okay.
So whenever we want to start, I can do my action.
Okay. There's a deep grumble that echoes through the chamber.
We're so screwed.
You
I'm in the
see,
battlefield right
what'd you say, Eric? There's a lot of background sound.
Nothing. You're good.
Okay. A serpentine type head slithers its way in to the into the expanse as the blue dragon's raises its head up towards the ceiling.
Meepo throws his hands in the air and yells, "He has arrived!"
Uh, Levi is just going to go ahead and he is going to split. Now, normally he would have gone directly up the stairs, but since that's where the dragon is, he's going to go to the lower portion.
Uh huh.
And okay, there we go.
Okay.
And he's going to hide right back
Okay.
there.
Okay. Yeah, you're hot. Like on this map, you would be like right there.
Yep.
But on the
Yeah, he's out of there, and then he's. Let me make sure. Yep, and then he's gonna cast darkness in that
okay,
corner.
okay, all right. Darkness has been cast.
Logan, did we do anything with the giant Mythalar?
As far as I know, Levi's the one who's gathered up all of the script, and you guys tried to put it back in the center.
Can I put it in the portable hole real quick?
Make a sleight of hand check.
I wish I had done that before. Please be good. 3.
3 total.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, man. I was not made for sleight of hand.
The dragon immediately locks its eyes onto you, Katya.
I see you found what I was looking for.
Yep, there we go. There it is. There it is. Gosh, I'm gonna have to
Tell
kill
us
this
you were
dragon.
looking for it.
I'm gonna die. It's been nice knowing you guys.
Since I'm in a generous mood, I'm willing to trade your lives for it.
Yeah, I'd say give it to him.
It just doesn't feel wise.
Why?
It would be more unwise to displease me.
Gosh.
So why not? I mean, what do we need this Mythalar for?
Can I out of character pause for a hot minute?
Sure.
Y'all, can we just like weigh these options for a hot minute?
Sure.
All right. If you're gonna talk back and forth to each other, I'd like it to be in character. But
Okay, can I talk at you guys?
yes, the dragon is going to be very intently listening to what you guys are saying, though. Just so you know, as you try to whisper, it will act like it's trying to listen.
Can I talk as Laura at you guys for a minute?
It'd be a little weird to do that in game, but go ahead.
I want my internal dilemma to like just because like, you know, we just fought this thing to prove that we can beat a dragon because I don't know, it was very convinced that the dragon having this thing is very, 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 very bad. We kind of fucked up. Here we are with the dragon, with the thing that it should not have.
Why is it bad?
I don't think this is a good situation. I mean, if we want to get out alive, yeah, we should give the dragon the thing.
Yeah.
But I might be like, what about my ethics?
What are the
here?
consequences of giving him this stone?
I think they could be very, very bad.
What are they?
Logan, could one argue that the like? I'm also in like this whole thing where I kind of was like, maybe this dragon isn't evil. Why are we presuming the dragon is evil? And yet at the same time, I have a background of scary things killing everybody.
This might be some PTSD triggering
It's not like
event
you're
here.
suspicious of something for no real reason to be suspicious of something.
I'm having a
Other
moment.
Other than your preconceived biases.
I'm having a moment.
What is he going to do with it?
Maybe kill everybody.
What made you say that?
Because it's happened before.
Well,
The dragon is tapping its claw on
he's
the
gonna
cavern
kill us
floor.
if you don't, so
So like, what is this?
just give it to him.
It doesn't really work, you know? We tried talking to it, it doesn't talk.
Are you saying that to
Logan,
the
while she's
dragon?
having this
Yeah.
internal dilemma, can I sleight of hand this away from her?
It is quite big, so it won't be easy, and she is directly looking at it, so I'm setting a high DC.
Fine.
Yeah, I do say that to the dragon. I say like it doesn't work. What is this like?
17.
Katya, you feel Meepo trying to like tug it from your hands, and you. If Katya has an athletics check that beats that, then it's still in her hands.
Would I resist?
All right,
That's
Meepo's
for
trying to
you to
take
decide.
Meepo's trying to take it from you right now.
I mean,
Do
I
you-
don't think that's a good idea. Maybe I was just gonna hand it over.
Right.
Gosh, I need to not use electronics. I rolled another 3. It's a 10. Meepo gets it.
All right.
I wouldn't expect you to know.
I
Yeah,
run it
that's
up
fair.
to him
That's totally
and hold
fair.
it over my head.
I'm gonna
before him.
pull a Wizard of Oz. Are you a good dragon or a bad dragon?
I guess it's a point of view.
Like, yeah. I mean, does
Valid.
anyone say they're?
That's valid.
Yeah, I run it up to him with it over my head, pushing it in front
The
of me.
dragon extends its massive claw and plucks it from you, Meepo.
Your gift, the gift to the Great One. To a
If
great
it kills Meepo in this moment, I'm not even entirely sure I'll be mad.
Thank you for being so reasonable.
Logan, is this our big bad evil?
That's for you to decide.
Is it?
Gosh. Where's Levi?
Levi is hiding in the back corner, not saying a word in darkness.
I can't believe Chris is.
Wow! I wonder if the giant black hole in the room is.
I can't believe Chris and David are not here.
Yeah.
The darkness is in the far corner, and it's underneath, kind of in the basement area.
It's like the guy hiding behind the bush in the
I don't-
corner of the
I
room,
don't have
but
my
he's the only
sword.
bush in the room.
All I have is a dinky little dagger. I'm questioning my ethics. Oh my gosh, we're all gonna die.
I imagine
Well, she's having her
I'll
inner.
be seeing you all very soon.
Yeah, big bad evil guy.
I hope to see you again, Great One.
As the dragon
Hope we
shifts
can
its
serve you
weight,
better.
there's more rumbling and falling of debris.
You just landed it, the thing.
And it begins to back itself out of the tunnel. It's not long before the giant shadow that it casts throughout the entire room is brightly illuminates with that warm yellow sunlight that you all have been missing ever since you entered the city.
Can we use that tunnel to leave?
You can attempt to climb the tunnel. It looks like it was dug at an angle.
My question is, what has Maze done through this entire time?
But he's
May-
not here, is he?
Let's
Because
see.
if anybody would have some say, I think it would be Maze.
I think Chris would too.
Well, we could wait until Chris shows up.
I mean,
But-
I don't think it changes anything that happened, considering I had the Mythalar and Meepo managed to get away from me, you know?
Yeah. So what do you guys do? The dragon has just left the tunnel. Maze is like,
You have a
I
way out.
I rolled really low on the because they don't have anything for wisdom saves. Maze looks absolutely terrified and has
If
not
they're close
moved. If they're close enough, sorry.
I think if they're close enough to me, they're not frightened. Hold up, let me go find my things.
10 feet, so I think that's within range.
Yeah. They can't be frightened.
Okay.
So none of us are frightened. Except Levi. Levi's frightened.
I'll say in character, Maze was frightened not to not say anything. But as soon as the dragon leaves, Maze is like, quick, follow it!
Okay.
The Great One has left us a path.
I toss Meepo over my shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Assuming everyone takes off through the tunnel, Levi would see them because he can see through the darkness, leaving through this exit.
Yeah, I'm going to be the last one up.
Yeah.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Click is the first out of the hole using his fly speed. Can someone roll perception check real quick?
Not me.
I gotta look at what that is.
I'll be right back. I just got a concerning text.
+9.
Oh no.
Oh, lovely. I love getting those at night. Always mean good things. 25.
Meepo, moving surprisingly fast, away from you is a small blue dot.
Small blue dot.
Yep, moving away from you quite quickly.
Yeah, the dragon left this way, so
Yeah. Let's see. Let me roll.
I point the direction for her to follow.
The direction is
Blue dot.
south and east.
Yeah, well, she has thrown. She threw me over her shoulder.
Yeah.
So
No.
I just point the direction for her to travel. So that way.
You note that is the general direction from which you came.
The blue dot is behind us. What? What? But he left. We're leaving out the way he left. I thought.
No. Okay, so you guys walked. Here, let me bring up the map because the map is more relevant now. Let's see. Nope, that's too close. Do 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 do
So
do
we're
do.
leaving the way he flew out. The hole he made.
Yes, that part is clear. Now, the part I'm talking about. Oh, come on, where's that page? Okay. All right. Katya,
Yes.
as you all emerged from the hole that the dragon had dug out, Meepo pointed in the direction that the dragon was flying off. Here we have the world map again. He notes that the dragon is flying from the Asarak Desert in this direction.
So the red dashed line.
To here.
Or the arrow.
Okay.
Is it flying in this direction? You note that is where you guys originally came from.
That's not.
As in the city that
That
we
way.
ported into, or
The city that you ported into.
Levi wants to look at Maze and says, "Okay, well, it's time for us to go. Let's get out of here. How do we find a portal back to Waterdeep?"
Well, fucking shit. God fucking shit. Damn fucking shit. Shit.
Theory time.
What?
Waterdeep. There's somebody killing other people with Mythalar for the Mythalar. Maybe somebody's in cahoots with the dragon, and that somebody is in the White Spire, and that somebody's not Maze, but is manipulating Maze to have achieved what we have just achieved.
We should meet them.
Did you say this out loud in character?
No, I don't think this is enough for Katya, but this is Laura's theory. I can say it in character.
If you want to say it in character, I can react in character.
Yeah, why not?
Maze was like cluing in right up until you said somebody in the White Spire. It's like eyes got wide. I don't think it's Maze. Eyes got narrow.
It's too obvious for it to be Maze.
What? No. Why would I risk all this shit and get nearly
Right, well, that's
fucking
why it's not you.
Maze, I didn't know you were so based.
It's not Maze.
What is based?
The thing you do to a turkey.
Are you calling me a turkey?
No, I said you're based.
Okay. No, I don't. Close the door. Sorry, children out of bed.
Do you need to deal with?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think it's okay.
Is that song "Close the Door"? Something.
Um, where was I? I lost my train of thought.
I called you based.
Yeah, that was also a derailer.
Sorry.
Maze is not the White Spire person colluding with the dragon.
Unless he is.
I don't think
I'm
he-
not.
He could be.
I swear I'm not.
That's what the person who is would say.
I don't think they could be though.
Why not?
Because he has no skills.
I mean, the dragon did kind of follow us at one point, didn't it?
No.
But the White Spire knew he got here. Maybe they just sent a tip.
The White Spire was the only people that knew exactly where we were going, but it would be hard for me to think that it would have to be someone senior level, because like it was me, Humara, and the Grand One.
All these people are more
no.
senior and trustworthy than you.
Go to
right?
bed. Do not play with your train whistle. Go to bed.
You would say all these people are more senior and experienced and trustworthy than you, right?
I mean, Humara can be a bit stuck up in rule following, but
Well, that just makes them more trustworthy.
yeah, I mean, like, I don't think she would.
I like your
Contain-
suspect number one.
He's not though.
I mean, he is.
They're not though.
Why not?
Is something called like the Grand One? That's suspect number one.
Good ominous naming.
Look, I mean, you're not supposed to talk about it because of nepotism, but the Grand One's supposed to be like Humara's mom. We don't talk about it though.
Damn.
Yeah,
Probably Mara then.
I don't know. Okay, what I do
Would you?
know, what I do know is that dragon just stole the things we risked our life for, and I am pretty fucking angry.
Why do we want it?
You guys want it because
Like I know we're running down to the city. Do we see Guide?
perception check.
Isn't this days away? Like days of travel?
No, he was right outside the city.
He was right inside the city.
I am so mad at this. Somebody else look for Guide. Where is Guide?
Well, I don't know. We're just running. I figure he'll see us before we see him.
You are
Probably
correct.
In the
You are correct.
probably in the sand or something.
It's like Meepo, you feel somebody grab your foot.
Hey. Well,
Hello.
I'm on Laura's shoulder.
Yeah.
And Guide is standing right behind you, apparently.
Guide, we have
Why would you grab
problems.
my foot? Okay.
Because you guys ignored me when I answered your question with a quip.
Oh, yep, there. Well, we found him.
Who was that dragon?
The big one.
Yes,
Yeah. It's just
I
the big
don't
one.
recognize that dragon.
You don't know that dragon?
Wait, I thought
That's
you
not
knew
the
dragon we
the
need to
dragon.
play off?
Didn't the dragon we knew about?
That
don't-
not Emerith.
Oh, no, that's Emerald.
It's too small.
Oh, one
Not-
of the kids then? Maybe.
Not Absagal either.
No. I don't know. I thought the blue dragon was Emerald.
Emerith is the desert storm. Emerith bring bring thunder and lightning with wing flap.
Thought that
So I guess we should be glad it's not Emerith.
Hey, it's Chris.
Hey, y'all.
So, catch you
I
up.
see the world map. So did we beat the dragon?
beat.
There was a
Not
bargain.
quite.
There was a one-sided
What
bargaining
manner of
session,
speaking.
and the dragon left with the Mythalar.
You know, the one that holds all those souls.
Eh,
So right now, you guys are, as you left through the tunnel that the dragon had dug. Meepo pointed out that the dragon is flying in the general direction of the city that you guys warped into to cross this desert. Guide found you all, and Guide has mentioned that he did not recognize that dragon at all. Katya came up with a theory that this is some kind of conspiracy, like someone in the White Spire might be colluding with the dragon because there are people in Waterdeep that die because they possess Mythalar, and this, the White Spire knew where they were going and what to look for. So how did this dragon know, or something like that? She thinks it's the White Spire.
Gotcha.
I like the canon idea that Katya believes in conspiracy theories.
Oh, for sure. So, right now, you guys are running through the city. The dragon is leaving you behind by lengths and paces. It doesn't seem like even Click would be able to catch up with his flight.
We're so screwed.
What is the plan? Says Guide.
To go home.
see where it's go.
I
Well,
don't know. Like, I don't think it should have what it has. I guess at least chase it and see what happens next.
We don't need to
You-
chase it. We need to go home.
you can't chase down dragon, not
Need that
on
help?
foot.
So, what do you recommend, Guide?
Guide kind of gets a side-eye look towards Click and says, I still have worm parts that I wish to bring
I'm so
to
sorry.
Desert College. They might have teleporter.
Do we know where this thing lives at? So that
No,
way
we
would
know where the
to
teleporter
teleport?
is, so let's go there.
We don't even know who this dragon is. Apparently, it's not Emerith or her spawn.
Definitely not Emerith or Abstagal. Markings all wrong.
Now I'm disappointed.
First time seeing dragon, little one. Disappointed it's so
Wait.
small.
We haven't seen Emerith yet, so now I'm disappointed we don't. get to
Alright,
see
if you want to see Emerith, I take you past High Rock Sea.
Let's go there.
Let's go find a teleporter.
that
You
is.
mean where the dragon is going and probably killing everyone there?
I thought the teleporter was someplace else other than where the dragon was going.
I don't know where the dragon.
Maze chimes in. The White Spire maintains a teleportation circle on the southwestern part of the Anarok Desert. Does
Yeah,
anyone remember what the name of the city was?
No, but I know it's where the dragon's going.
Give me a minute.
Turn the page.
My God, I gotta go dig through all the notes. Where are the notes?
All right, I'll just say it. Erveska. Erveska was the name of the city that you guys teleported into.
And that's the only teleporter in the area?
May says yes. Guide says no.
Okay, let's go with Guide. Guide, take us to the teleporter.
Just fair warning, they can be eccentric.
Go on.
Like
We
what?
can make that.
Well, remember we have worm parts.
Yes, no, I have dealt with them before. They seem fine to me, but sideways glances to everybody, especially Maze. They don't get along with everyone.
Well, we can leave Maze here.
Are you saying they don't like elves?
No.
Who are they discriminatory towards?
Uh yeah, Maze gives him a hard look, crosses their arms.
Give side eye. Raises eyebrow.
Mages?
No, they are mages. They're just
Racist.
no racist. No.
Sounds like that's what you're leading to.
It might be easier if I just show you.
What?
If you trust me, it only take 1-2 days to get there from here. Beats the week at least we get before we even cross to southern side.
I do trust
Dragon's gonna
or I do trust Guide.
That dragon's gonna destroy that city like in a day.
Guide's got a good point.
It's up to you all. I personally want to trade worm parts.
Yep, let's do that.
If okay, because remember, I am your guide. I can get you all out of here quicker by taking the other teleport.
Yeah, I think this is our best plan because
All right.
we're not going to catch up to the dragon.
I'm still suspicious about the eccentricity, but okay.
You will see. You will see. Guide gathers up their stuff and starts leading you all in a general direction. This direction is more westward, but not as southward as you were before. Can I get a survival roll from somebody with advantage?
I have a +1. Can our guide survive?
Guide is granting you advantage.
Okay.
How's everybody else's?
I have a +4.
Oh,
Yeah, that's you, Logan. You go for who
Right.
here is wise?
I will take it. I got the +4, and I will guide myself as well.
Nice.
Yes, because I don't get to do that as often as I would like to, because I forget.
Baldur's Gate taught me to remember to guide and use guidance all the time. All the time. Just free
23.
guidance.
Nice. So, it seems that after you cross, since you don't have to cross the sea of glass, that crunching mess that you did going back into the city, leaving is much faster. The warm sun that had been absent for days, reinvigorates your spirits after being underneath the perpetual sandstorm. A full day's travel happens. How do you go all do your rest? As in, who wants to keep watch?
I'll just watch first.
Okay,
Guide.
perception. Guide will also take a watch.
Perception. 9.
Katya sees nothing. Let's see, rolling a d20. Guide also sees nothing with a natural 1.
Great.
Okay. Who's taking the third watch? Because Katya can trance,
Sure,
so therefore
I
she
will.
only needs. Okay. Who's taking it? Sorry, I heard two voices.
I don't know. I can't trance, but I can do it if you want. I don't really need that many.
I'm only a half elf. I need to sleep.
I didn't take any damage.
I
so
thought half elves could trance.
they can. I recall half elves trance. 14 perception.
Nope. They sleep normal.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
Yeah, I've been wrong all this time.
I don't know if it's a 5e thing versus.
Huh. Oh well. Anywho, with a 14, Meepo, you notice that for the first time since you have been in this desert, there are clouds in the sky in the middle of the night.
Interesting. They thundering or lightning?
No, they are just gently moving clouds.
Do it point this out to guide?
Quite strange.
Screw up the ecosystem of the desert.
No, we're returning it to its natural ecosystem.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be any desert now, is it? Without the Mythalar, right?
It's gonna
Thing that
take
made the
time.
desert. Or maybe it all happened at once.
Maze is like, I don't fucking know. It's like,
Okay.
Mace
Well,
has gotten an
good to
attitude
know.
now.
Grumpy.
whatever. And everyone takes a long rest.
Finally.
On your second day of travel, can I get another survival check with advantage from somebody?
Click. You have the best survivor.
I had a fucking inspiration. I should have used that to reroll.
Oh well. Is Chris? Nope.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Trying to figure out all the things. Do I need to go ahead and do another survival?
Yes, please.
I think you're the best one for it.
That is saying something. All right, guiding myself as well. That's a 19.
Again, the clouds persist throughout the day. It's still like that same hot, dry weather that you're used to, but now there's more clouds. Guide is now taking you directly southward and leading you into this this more rocky terrain. He's guiding you back and forth through these passes. Sometimes you all will stumble over rocks, and he'll point out a more effective path. It continues on throughout the day until you guys get to a pass where Guide suddenly raises his hand for all of you to stop. He points. He points. Where he's pointing, you see a lone figure wearing a black robe. The figure raises up a very thin arm towards you all and waves a gloved hand.
Like waving as in saying hi, or waving as
Wave back. Hello.
Well, Levi's still a little twitchy, so he's kind of lagging behind everybody.
Mm-hmm. This is when Guide will say, "All right, just be patient, and polite. These guys don't communicate very quickly.
Okay.
Guide leads you all towards the end of the pass, and like the cloaked figure walks all the way towards you. And as you all get closer, you can see that this cloaked figure is wearing a pure white mask, mostly featureless except for two pinhole eyes.
While we're getting close, when we get close enough, I want to.
Like a reverse Jawa.
Use my medallion of thoughts and do a detect thoughts.
Quick, read that for me, just so I.
Detect thoughts with a save DC of 13. That's whatever the detect thought spell is. Let's see.
Yeah.
For the duration, which is 1 minute, can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell, you can focus your mind on any creature within 30 feet. So I got to be within 30 feet. Once I get within 30 feet, I just want to detect the surface thoughts and see kind of what's on its mind, whether it's to attack us or whether it's to welcome us in, basically.
Okay. As soon as you cast it, there's the surface thought is time to greet new guests.
Okay.
The two parties meet each other, and there's a moment of silence. The figure does not move once he's come within 5 feet. There's a pause for a second, and then you see it reach under its robes and pull out a roughly 6 by 6 inch piece of slate and a white piece of chalk. Hello.
Are
Hello.
you able to hear us, or do we also need slate?
Takes its robe, wipes it off. I can hear.
Okay.
Oh. Nice to meet you. Guide, introduce us.
I don't know his name.
Introduce us to them. You brought us here.
Person. These are adventurers. Hello, adventurers. They I have worm parts to trade. They wish to see Teleporter. Okay.
Thank you.
Wait here.
Okay.
And the hooded figure walks off with a stiff gait, disappearing amongst the rocks into an unseen location. Mace chimes in. Guide, where did you bring us? It is Desert College. Yeah, you keep saying that. What kind of college though? Wizards. I don't know. They just like worm parts. They pay a lot for them. Sometimes they trade me Hydra egg.
Fair enough. Well, they seem very nice.
Oh yeah, there's the hooded ones that never speak are very polite.
Very surprised he didn't know about this place.
Are you saying that in your head or to Maze? Because I
To
imagine you're.
Sure. Nice.
Look, I've told you before. This is my first field assignment.
Yeah, I figure you would know about the colleges in the area, though.
Yeah, which is what makes me nervous.
Why didn't we teleport here in the first place?
Cause
On our way in.
if this is what I think it is, we might need to leave anyways.
Well, that's ominous.
No, I don't think they would hurt us, but don't accept any drinks.
Are these the Fae?
No,
Desert Fae?
no. The Fae have a sense of humor. And as soon as he says that, now here come like 6 more hooded figures. They all walk forward towards you in like this lockstep precision.
Okay.
The one in front, again, all identical masks. So, come with us.
This feels very much like the military. Very well then.
And then he puts his slate back in his pocket, and they begin to walk you guys into the directions of the rocks.
Okay. We'll follow.
So, as you follow them, you can see where the first one had disappeared. Hidden in between like this little sandwiched piece of stone is this little entranceway that leads downwards and into the cool mountains, the cool rocky terrain. But what is different compared to your recent underground excursions is that these have been illuminated by lanterns ever so often with clear crystal lights that seem to be glowing perpetually. Yeah, we're going to see some cool stuff, but beware.
Noted.
Suddenly you hear like this high-pitched coming echoing from down the halls.
Should I just pretend I don't hear that?
Guide says, don't worry about it yet. That's what they told me the first time I was here.
Yeah.
One of the hooded figures scratches. Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
And you guys are led deeper and deeper down. You see that what was at first like rough cut rock has now become smoother and straighter, and you hear the constant tick 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 of like tiny chisels on stone, and the sound is getting louder and louder, and the passageway is smoother and smoother, carved out of pure solid rock, until you get into this large antechamber, again illuminated by these crystal lamps everywhere. Immediately in front of you, across this entire antechamber, you see dozens of hooded figures tapping away at the walls, taking off bits of rock and putting them into piles. Some of them scooping them up into carts to be hauled away.
Interesting. Not going to interrupt them.
Oh, and it seems like your leaders are paying them absolutely no mind as they lead you on past this antechamber into another one. Again, there's the cry of you see a couple of the hooded figures uh, walking in the general direction that you thought you heard the sound come from, carrying large glass containers.
Okay.
Now that they continue on, there's a left to right, before you guys start to ascend upwards again. But this stone is not the rough cut, natural formations that you did on your entrance. This is again is like perfectly, like mathematically precise cut stone stairs leading upwards towards spiraling up and up onto this rocky terrain.
So it too is a spire.
It too is a spire.
These guys like math, don't they?
Is it the black spire? What color is this rock?
In the crystal light, it is the natural, like reddish, orangish stone that you guys have been seeing throughout the desert. Like imagine the sand had been perfectly compacted into a stone. It's that color.
Okay. It's the red spire.
And they lead you up and up. And there's Laura.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Now, Laura, you need to go to bed. Okay.
I don't want to.
Too bad. You got to go to bed.
But Mom said I can.
Mom said you go to bed. Hold on.
All good.
Three-year-old right there. Who won't
Yeah.
go back to bed.
Go to bed.
I love but I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
One day you'll wish you could sleep more.
Gosh, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. While I was doing that, I need to check out something real quick.
Oh, now is an amazing time to get juice.
All right. Where was I? Okay. All right, everybody's left. I'll have to wait till they get back.
Laura went to get a drink.
I will also get a drink of water.
Going to sip on some juice.
Did you guys make a noise? Hi. I see you.
Ow. My burn hurts.
Come here, Cooper. He said, come here.
So we dig, 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 find the whole way through. We dig, 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 dig.
Sorry about that, y'all.
All right. Yay, Chris is back. Now we still need Laura. Where is Laura?
I'm here.
You just sent her
Oh.
back to bed.
It's
Haha.
you guys.
But she didn't go there.
Where'd you go?
She went to my bed, apparently, because I mean, I get it. Sometimes Hope is like, I've done it too. It's like, all right, it's very late. I'm super exhausted. Just get in the bed.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
All right. So they are leading you up these stairs in a spiral until they lead you to a door. It takes several of these hooded figures to open up this heavy stone door, and there is a scraping sound along the ground. As the door swings wide open, there's another beam of sunlight as you guys have emerged outside once again. Sitting in a reclined position, you see this incredibly rail-thin, pale man with a umbrella over his face and being fanned by two more hooded figures.
Please tell me it's Push.
No, this person you've never seen before, Katya. And Push is much taller and much older than this person would appear. Whereas this Push is has plenty of wrinkles. It's kind of got that coppery brown skin
Okay.
most wood elves have. This person is pale white with sunken cheekbones and eye sockets, but they appear to be just reading a tome when one of the two hooded figures that are fanning them stop and tap the ground. You see them turn around, and it's this person is not as old as you think they would be, at least looking at them. It's just that they are impossibly thin.
Okay.
Maze says, Professor Anson, I thought you were on sabbatical.
Professor Hanson.
So
Okay.
It's actually pronounced Anson, not Hanson. There's no H. He
Why
gets
does that
up.
name sound familiar?
Oh, you may have heard of me. Hello again, Maze. It's been a while. It's like he walks forward to greet you, and he stretches out his hand. And does anyone offer to take it?
Sure, Click does.
Click, the boniest hand you have ever felt in your life grips you. It is warm, but
Now I remember. Go on.
it's nice to meet you. It's like I've already been introduced, but I don't know your names. Except for you, guide. Did you find something new to bring to me?
Yes, I did, sir.
What are all of your names?
Katya.
I'm Click.
Katya, Click,
Meepo.
Meepo. Sit. Who's the quiet fellow in the back?
I don't have a name.
Okay. Neither do most of the people here. Actually, that's a little joke. They just can't talk. They do have names, and if you ask them, they'll tell you.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the. I don't know if we've really landed on a name yet, but welcome to my Academy of Study.
Red
Did you
Spire.
build this in the desert?
Red Spire. Okay.
Why did you build this in the desert?
Why not?
It's people don't bother us out here.
What? Well, I'll just leave it at that. Okay.
Red Spire. I don't know. Kind of like backtracks. Too many disagreements. I don't want to say I left. I'm like, I'll keep that one in mind though. Maze has just got. If Maze had lips before, you can't tell right now because they are pursing their lips really, really tightly together. So I've been told that you all are looking for a teleporter.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
It would be convenient.
I understand that. May I ask why? I mean, obviously the convenience of teleportation is not lost on me.
Logan,
Trekking
does
through
this
the
mean,
desert.
like,
That's
does this mean if I were to like look back in the direction we came from, I wouldn't have a clear enough view to have potentially seen a dragon flying that other direction?
No, once Meepo from the city, once Meepo pointed out where the dragon was flying off, everyone else would have been able to kind of see it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not like that it wasn't there.
Right.
If that's what you meant.
I guess like while I'm up on top of wherever I am, I would like to like look back and just kind of be like, would if I had been here like a couple days ago, would I have like had a clear view of that dragon?
Make a perception check.
Logan, while she's running that, if I can ask, what is my like initial, like, what's the vibe that I'm getting from this guy?
He insight check.
Oh, come on, you know you just want to give it to me.
I do, but dice are dice, man.
13.
13. You can see the vaguest outline of the city from where you are. Maybe.
So they might have been able to see a dragon.
Maybe.
That's an 18, Logan.
This guy, he's trying to come off as very polite. You can definitely pick up that Maze is not happy to see this person here. Mm-hmm. This person is definitely knows that Maze is not happy to see them here, but really doesn't care.
Have we heard the name Anson before?
Intelligence checks, history.
Gosh,
if you
I'm
got
not
them.
good at those, Logan.
I know, but
Just
it's in your
smarter, forehead.
It's in your character to whether or not you would know this person.
4.
Logan, I'm gonna ask first before I even roll. Being from the elemental plane of air, would any of his works have made it that far?
You did spend some time in Waterdeep before you joined up with the party, so you may have like heard stuff through the grapevine there.
All right, I'll do a roll then. We'll see what happens. And you said history?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 9.
No, both of you never heard of this guy before.
Okay.
Just a dude hanging out in the desert with mute people.
You know, sometimes one does that. Who are we to judge?
I mean, of course, I'll let you use the teleporter, but you know, it is so often. It's not so often that we get people that can talk here. I mean, we've got Othello and the other people, but you know, they get so wrapped up in their work. It's not really much for conversation. Well, like, what's going on in the world? Maze says, look, I just want to get out of here.
Do we even know where we're going? Like, have we figured that part out yet?
No, I guess not, says Maze. I
We're
guess
just getting out of here.
Yeah, but we didn't land on where to go next.
Are
Well,
we
I
gonna?
think we should either go to Anarok or Waterdeep.
This is Anarok, says Maze.
We should go to the other town or Waterdeep.
Erveska.
That one.
Are we
Waterdeep.
completely ignoring the dragon then?
Yes.
No, this is kind of. I
mean,
think if we go to that other town, I think that's in the path of the dragon. I'm also kind of scared that maybe it's going to Waterdeep. Those are the only two options I can come up with.
Well, then let's
Hold
go
on.
to Waterdeep, and then we'll go to where the giants are. Maybe they can protect us.
Why couldn't we go to Erveska? And if it's not going to Erveska, we should teleport from Erveska to Waterdeep.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All right, I heard dragons several times.
I'm pretty sure you should have been able to see it, and I'm kind of surprised you didn't.
And before we continue on with that, I would really like to go after the dragon because, well, ever since I heard about the whole gargoyle thing, I need to at least follow up to see if Shadron made it back.
So
They're
wait a
not
minute.
the same dragon.
Okay, wait. This is Anson speaking. When you say gargoyles, you're talking about Emerith, right?
Potentially.
Did you?
There's
do
a really
something-
bad one that found its way to this plane with me, and I need to locate him
Wait,
before I return home. Or at least figure out where his whereabouts are.
Emerith came to this plane with you?
No, the gargoyle.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, gargoyles are no big deal. But the dragon, though. Did you guys?
It's not Emerith.
Apparently. According to Guide.
I trust Guide.
I do too.
No, we didn't see a dragon. Did we?
I
He
feel
looks
like
at-
we should have been able to.
He looks at the two cloaked figures, and the figures just go.
Okay.
But I thought that's what I heard.
What?
No, we didn't see a dragon.
Good.
Well-
Let's get us going.
All right, let's get on our way. I guess we're going to Erveska. Or
No, Waterdeep.
No, I think Meebo had a good point. We can go to Arveska, see if the dragon's there. Not there, go to Waterdeep.
We don't want to go where the dragon is.
I want to go where the dragon is.
Listen, Levi. I know. It's like, oh boy.
I want to go where the dragon is.
But we could all die, Levi.
Do what?
We could all die.
No, because we'll hide.
I don't think. Bless you. I don't think that's how that's gonna work.
He's not gonna kill us all.
Yeah, exactly. They can't kill us all. So if we're far away, then we'll have less chance.
But they can 100% kill us all. I've watched it before.
Nah.
No, odds are better in our favor.
Odds
Odds are better that we'll die if we go where he was going.
They'll
Well,
probably take slaves.
and we just want to let it kill every other person.
Hey, we
Yes.
didn't force them to be in that town.
Well, I'm going to that town.
Me too.
Okay, I guess it sounds like y'all have made your decision, but I'm not 100% sure I'm understanding the situation. You all just want to use the teleporter, right, just to get to Erveska, right?
Yes.
To track a dragon that isn't Emerith.
No, we don't want to track a dragon.
Yeah.
They think that they can go to this town and the dragon's not. Hoping the dragon's not there.
No, I'm hoping he is there.
You okay? Yeah, this is why I don't want to do things by committee anymore. The two hooded figures behind him just nod. Anyway, do you have the components to use the teleporter, by the way? Because I can whip one up pretty easily. Well, not me, but someone else could whip
We
one
got
up.
worm parts.
Yes. Do you happen to have any of those new Hydra eggs?
We do. In fact, I think I heard them harvesting it just before you arrived.
Oh, very good. I appreciate doing business with you.
What do you do out here?
Would you like to see? He gives a very wide grin. You see all of his teeth.
I don't know if we do.
Is he a human?
He is definitely human. When he shook Click's hand and he eventually went around the group, you could feel his hand is warm, but very, very thin. It's like an oddly soft.
Yes, I'm curious about what you do here as well. I would be interested in seeing it.
Well, then I will go tell the others. They are very excited. It's like we came out here to do some work that wouldn't have his eyes go back and forth. Been appreciated.
This is gonna be some necromancer dude.
Do the masks have eye holes?
2 pinholes.
So, how's your big project coming along?
Wait, I missed that. What? There was something that you said after the pinhole question.
Do they wear what they wear out of a religious obligation?
No. It's just it's more comfortable for people not used to how they look. They don't mind. Do you mind? It's like the two people with fans.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I could show you if you want.
I guess
I've been working on a project for you.
Who are you talking about?
You, Hanson.
Anson, not Hanson. There's no H.
Okay. Hanson. Definitely not the boy band.
No, not the boy band.
No umbop going on?
No umbops.
Damn.
Although I'd have to ask. Jethro might have some umbops. I don't know what he's calling them now.
Cat is very confused.
He's talking about a bard group.
Go on.
But go ahead. Show. I ask full permission. If you guys want to see what's under the cloaks, they will show you.
No, we don't need to see.
Okay.
Well, I mean, do these guys have a smell?
Not really. Make a perception check. No, you can't really smell them. It's like, you guys smell like dirt and sweat, and they also smell like dirt.
They suspiciously have no smell.
You can't really smell them. It's like you guys smell like dirt and sweat, and they also smell like dirt.
No, we don't.
I,
At least one of us does not.
they have gloves on.
They have gloves on.
Can I shake his hand?
You want to shake his hand?
Yes.
The fan figure shrugs.
How does his hand feel?
Bony.
Okay. I know what I need to know. Okay.
Here, let me show you to the others. As Anson waves his hand, the two people set their fans down and open the door and begin to lead the rest of you all through. It seems that your entire entourage has grown a little bit bigger now. You descend down, back into the antechamber, and off into a hallway that you didn't quite notice before. It seems that now that your eyes have adjusted back from the sunlight from above back down to this crystal lamplight, that there are many offshoots leading in directions. And as you head down this one hallway, you actually get passed by some more hooded figures carrying more glass jars. There seems to be other hooded figures walking in the opposite directions. These glass jars are filled with a brilliant red liquid.
Okay.
What we do here at the Academy of Study is try to push the boundaries and help people as the best way we can.
What boundaries?
What boundaries?
Well, have you ever... you're all adventurers, I've been told, so I'm assuming all of you have taken potions at various points.
Yes.
Sure.
You
you ever-
100% have me, but
Have you ever considered where potions come from?
Beetles and Bobbles.
Potion.
Oh yeah, that's a cute little store.
Brewers?
Brewers get their ingredients from
Collectors, scavengers, harvesters, farmers.
exactly. But and he's talking as he's walking you all through these twisting caverns. The cries that you heard before are getting louder as you continue further and further down. The problem is they are incredibly expensive because of how difficult they are to secure ingredients for. Did you know that a healing potion requires troll blood?
Interesting.
Didn't
What
know
potion?
that.
A healing potion. Especially the ultra high quality ones.
Why don't we just farm trolls?
Well, trolls don't like to
Katya's being faced with an ethical dilemma.
I don't
Trolls-
think trolls
trolls
have-
don't like to be farmed. They kind of say no. So what
So you forcibly farm them.
That's what cages exist.
we are trying to find alternate means. It's like right now we are doing some experiments. Not just on trolls. The cries are getting louder and louder. But you'll like this guide. As he leads you into a room, there's a gigantic paddock area that has been carved out of the rock. You can see across this heavy iron fence that there is a hydra that has been shackled, not just by its feet and its tails, but to every head.
I don't think the Hydra likes it either. As much as the troll don't.
See, we are trying to find alternative means, not just from harvesting trolls, but have you all ever encountered a hydra before?
No.
I
Yes, you
think we
have.
did.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
have.
have.
Oh, did we? Okay. Oh, yeah, the swamp. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we have encountered a Hydra.
Fortunately.
What kind of hydra was that? Because there are multiple types. We're actually trying to crossbreed some of them right now.
Dead now.
A swamp hydra?
Could it breathe fire? Some of them can.
I
Gotcha.
don't remember what this one breathed.
I'll be honest, this was like a year ago, I think. I don't remember.
Well, some of them breathe fire, some of them breathe ice, some of them can regrow heads. What we are trying to do is if you take the various materials from ones that can regrow their heads, you can form types of healing potions. Ones that can breathe fire, your fire resist potions. You know, the kinds that you would need when dealing with fire dragons or mephits or dealing with like the hot work that would be required with the forge and stuff like that. Same goes for ice breath. The problem is, as we said before, they are quite dangerous, and if you try to combine the ingredients after the fact, it doesn't really maintain its potency. You won't have a strong healing potion with a fire resist potion. If we were to able to have a fire breathing head regrowing hydra, it's like you could have a potion of fire resistance and regeneration.
I can see.
Sounds like a good business.
You see that the hydra currently locked behind the cage is struggling against its bonds as some of some of the hooded figures come up behind it and try to pincer it like right into its tail, trying to get into like the real fatty area, and you see it draw off this red liquid. But of course, it can be very dangerous work. We had to reinforce those shackles just last week. It's like we lost 2 workers that day, but it was okay. They were up and at it in no time.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
This is more of my expertise, if I'll be perfectly honest. Scipio's got something that I think that might be more of the queasy person's take. It's like he's looking across the faces, especially at Katya, who I think is having a reaction to this. This is just DM interpretation.
Yeah, this is Katya being like,
Yeah, Click would be having the same thing.
I'm
Okay.
like low key battling the urge to like go and throw up somewhere.
Yeah, I thought you were actually being sick.
Here, let me show you Scopios. He leads you down some more hallways back and through. This place is a maze, right? Excuse me.
You're excused, Hanson.
All right. You see, keeps leading you around. He leads you into a circular room. In the middle of the room, you see the who here? We don't have any druids or rangers, do we?
Nope.
Nope, you killed him.
I didn't. I refuse to take that responsibility.
That's not your fault.
You see a tiny little gnome. He's taking what looks to be a gem of some. Make a intelligence check.
I'm
Sure.
not good at those. Ooh.
Natural 20
Ooh.
for a total of 21.
Cool. What'd you get, Katya?
A 15.
Okay. You both recognize this as an opal. And you see that this little gnome, he is doing some kind of magic scribbling on the ground as he says some magic words, and there's a smoke, and you hear the trumpeting of an elephant. As the smoke clears, you see that this elephant does not quite look right. It is green with red markings at the edge. Its ears, which from the times that you all have been at the circus and seen these elephants, which would normally be like these big flaps of gray skin, seem too thin. In fact, remind you of leaves.
Why did we turn the elephant into a tree?
What is that?
And the gnome appears to have been surprised by you all entering, and as he turns around quickly, the elephant makes a pain trumpeting noise as it begins to slump to the ground, and as it hits the ground, you see that its belly bursts open, and this wave of red and black that starts spilling out over the floor. You can hear it's like this extremely sweet smell as it covers your boots. It's like, and then disappears.
The elephant disappears?
The whole elephant disappears. Dang it! I was so close! It was so close that time. It was holding its shape.
What did you do to that elephant?
You mean my watermelon font?
Why?
It's a watermelon font. It makes sense, right?
Okay, why?
Anson, who are these people? They do not understand the scopes of my work.
No, just asking why.
Scopio, these are some adventurers that were curious about what we were up to.
Did that require a real elephant?
No, of course not. It's like the whole point. It's
Why
if you
was it
what
Why
what
was
is your
it
question?
obvious to me?
I'm just asking why.
I don't know. Why would you need a giant-sized watermelon? Because people are hungry.
I feel like there's other things to eat.
So how did you make it?
Oh, do you actually want to know, or are you just going to question my ethics like everyone else did?
Did
I
you
didn't.
use a real
I don't see a
elephant?
point.
No, I didn't. I'm a vegetarian.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, then I'm actually very interested.
Okay. Do you know the spell conjure animals?
Yes.
You know the spell create food and water?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to mix and match the two to make stuff like watermelon fonts, potatopotamus.
Huh.
So what's wrong with just using create food and water on its own?
Have you ever actually had create food and water? It's a bit nasty.
I mean, if I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
I would think we create food and water all the time.
Yeah, and it is basically like eating instant mashed potatoes out of a water bottle.
Oh, okay.
Sounds delicious, to be honest.
We need the little like spice sack.
Look, okay.
So
Look,
Okay.
not everyone can cast create food and water, right?
yeah.
I'm trying to make I'm trying to make the spell more available to feed starving villages. Because not everyone can afford a powerful cleric to come to their town.
Wouldn't they need a cleric to cast this combination?
I'm not a cleric.
Okay, so wouldn't they need somebody to cast these combination of spells you're doing?
Yes. That's what I'm
So-
trying to make. I'm trying to make an easier spell to cast.
Oh.
It's still magic. You can't just poof. You can't just create food without there being magic.
How difficult is a spell? Does a spell create food and water?
It's level 3.
Where are the ethical situations that he's concerned about? Is it because of the Fey spirits?
Look, if I wanted to answer ethics questions, I would have stayed with the Spire.
Well, no, I'm just curious because
Well, it's not like the animals were really alive because
Were they?
the animals were only created through magic.
what was the difference from conjuring animals to use in battle?
What's the difference between just slaughtering animals to eat?
Okay, well, but back up 5 steps because I don't do that.
Like 5 steps. That's yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to combine 2 spells and make them easier to cast. I was thinking if I used an opal, much like that the people used to use Mythalar to enhance their own spell casting,
Okay.
maybe I could get around that.
Okay.
Obviously, it's getting closer, but I don't think it's really working. That's like the 4th water melathon I've made today, and that's none of them have stuck.
Okay.
Those
And
dang
you-
water melathons.
This is the least concerning thing I think today.
Thank you, I guess.
No, I like this.
Banana stretches, Canta antelopes, kiwis, but that's too simple. Shrimpanzees. I want to try shrimpanzees. Technically, what?
Okay. Is the but shrimp?
Yeah, pescatarian.
But that's very different.
On Sundays, whatever.
Interesting.
Gosh.
Yes, we have all kinds of fabulous experiments going on here. Lots of it is trying to get around the limits of spellcasting, trying to teach people how to use more parts of the weave and magic. Not so many strict rules. Maze's face is turning dark red.
Some rules are in place for reasons.
Lies.
Flamingos! I haven't made any flamingos yet.
Don't need those rules.
Okay, should we just maybe go?
Scopio is walking off and starts writing down more ideas.
Yeah.
I feel
Should
like
we
you're just
just
making puns.
go deal with the dragon?
Yes, you could deal with the dragon, but if the dragon you're dealing with is Emerith, then I don't think you're gonna survive that. If it's not Emerith, then I don't know who you're talking about.
Apparently, it's not Emerith.
It is not Emerith.
If you guys are willing to, I can just take a few moments and talk to Serenetta and get her opinion on what we should do.
What we should do is go back to Waterdeep.
Do that. Go ahead, talk to Serenetta.
Okay. Logan, if I use the spell commune, can I do that in my mind, or do I have to like voice my questions out loud?
Let me look.
It doesn't specify. So I didn't know if we could treat this like our real life prayers, how some people will just pray in their mind.
Well, the fact that you have to use incense in a vial of holy or unholy water implies that it's not going to be something that you can just do. You got to like do the whole ritual.
Well,
As
yeah,
far as
of
like,
course. But once I get to the question asking, that's what I'm wondering is, can I just ask in my mind?
yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, great. So I'll take the time to get out the incense and one of the vials of holy water, and I will sit down in a quarter that is designated by Anson, and I will recite the ritual.
Would you,
I will-
before you do that, would you like to go outside? Because yeah, I'm gonna be casting some more stuff over here. You might get in your way.
Oh, yes. I will go on outside for a little bit. Laura, Levi, would you guys mind just keeping watch over me? Because I don't think I'll be completely aware of my surroundings while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. All right. So going outside, resetting everything up, lighting the incense. Seeing how I'm doing this in my mind, do you want to do a whisper, Logan?
Sure.
Must be a long conversation.
For real. buddy. Curling up in your carrier. What a good boy you are.
Hello.
Welcome back.
All right. So, Eric, I don't know if you joined as well, but I did specifically invite
Nope.
Levi and Kat.
I did not.
So after coming to, I turn to you and I say, well, I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Okay.
Which one would you prefer first?
Bad news.
The one that leads us away from the dragon.
Well, see, that one's tricky. The good news for you, Levi, is the dragon that got the Mythalar is no longer on this plane.
Good.
That doesn't feel like a good thing.
Oh, like I said, that's good for Levi. However, I did learn that the gargoyle I had spoke with you all about is in the domain of that other dragon.
I don't want no stupid gargoyle.
Okay.
And for my third question, because I was feeling conflicted, I asked about the experiments, and she told me there's suffering that is taking place.
Well, there's
surprised by
suffering
this?
every place.
I mean, the Hydra was chained. I mean, what did you
Yes.
expect?
For maybe if it was the greater good, but
The greater
I don't like this aspect of these creatures suffering needlessly and being treated horrendously.
good. What
Yeah.
do you do about it?
Well, we can't really do anything about that. It's not our place, so let's just move on.
Levi, I'm curious because I've, we've traveled a lot, and I don't think I truly understand what you stand for.
What I stand for?
Yeah,
If
like
you
I've
stand for
gotten to understand
The flag.
Cat and even Meepo's moral compass a little bit, but yours is a maze to me. I don't understand.
If you stand for nothing, then what'll you fall for? Sorry.
I stand
I'm
for
nerdy.
me.
I stand for the flag.
I'm nerdy now.
I follow you.
I stand for me.
But where are your morals at, though?
I have morals.
But like, what's your principles?
But you can't save everybody.
Doesn't mean we can't at least try.
You're going to take on this whole encampment because somebody's casting a watermelon elephant.
We don't necessarily have to like cause harm, but I would like to make a change of some kind.
I don't think you're going to
These
do
creatures are suffering.
You can change yourself, but you can't change other people.
You're right, that's
it's
their
different.
choice, but I do have a sphere of influence that I can utilize.
that. You're going to get us killed, aren't you?
I just don't think our sphere of influence in this camp is going to make any change that's going to matter.
I don't think there's any harm in at least trying.
Well,
And even if it changes just a little bit.
Well, they could refuse to let us use their teleporter or throw us
yeah,
out.
then we're stuck
Or decide
walking
to
all the
kill
way
us.
back.
But we've walked and traveled greater distances. The teleport aspect is just a means of convenience. And yes, it would be a great convenience.
Oh man, the desert sucks.
But then it'll also be an added cost.
I thought we were gonna warn people about the dragon or something, but I guess that's not on this plane somehow. I don't know what the
You
frick
got
the
the
dragon
added
did.
cost of guide and all that.
Is there one of the masked robed people nearby?
You could easily find one.
While they're arguing, I'm gonna walk over and be like, "Hello, my name is
Hey,
Katya."
this is not an argument. We're
Yeah,
talking.
this is a discussion. We're keeping it civil so far.
Hello.
What's your name?
Terrence.
Hi, Terrence. What brought you here?
Anson.
What about Anson?
He asked me to come here.
Do you want to be here?
Yes.
What do you think of their experiments?
He just shrugs.
Katya doesn't know.
Why do you stay silent?
I can't talk.
Through personal choice?
Underline, I can't talk.
Oh. Was that before or after you came here?
Before.
Before you met Anson?
Not always before.
Hey,
Okay.
Katya.
Okay. Are you happy here?
It's okay.
Thank you, Terrence.
You're welcome.
I walk back over to my friends.
So,
Fair.
All I'm
so
saying is,
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you know, it's like them crazy cat ladies in Waterdeep. You know, you can tell them that they don't need 25 cats or 30 cats, but they're going to do it anyways.
I just can't stand the aspect of a living being suffering, especially like losing their aspect of free will and being caged up and
Well,
used as some form of experiment.
well, I'm thinking more towards the conjured animals. other than the
mean-
hydras.
We killed a lot of animals.
You know,
Yes,
if
but only as a last resort.
I don't know, man. That deer looked tasty.
if a conjured animal, is it really an animal if it's not a true animal?
Well, the conjured aspect, that's Fae.
I don't know, man. We got create food and water, so kind of any animal you eat at this point is kind of.
You know,
Not
but then
necessary.
again, hydras are something that kill people. It's probably best to have them, you know, tied up.
No, if we didn't go into the spaces that the hydras are in, the hydras wouldn't kill people.
I know we were in the PETA group.
Yeah. And the thing with the Hydra is that's a creature that doesn't have the ability to discern good and evil. It acts on nature.
Well, then
If
it's like
anything, all
farming.
it saw was we were in its space. It didn't come for us. We just invaded its home. It didn't know any better.
Well, then it's just like a cow farming. They're farming parts. The only thing is with the hydras, their parts grow back.
Yes, but as far as the cow is concerned, there is standards for how we treat the cows, and there's ethics around that.
Are there?
I'm assuming so.
At
I don't
least-
know. This is Logan's D&D world, so I don't know if
At
D&D
least
world
for me-
has the same like code of ethics around farming as
Oh,
we do here in the
If
States.
you like milk,
There's more of a like. There's no official. You know, you got to keep a cow in this big of an area. You know, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff.
Is PETA around?
I don't know, man. I killed a deer with a rapier, so.
You did. That was literally the first session.
Yep.
But our time is worth money, and the change and time that it would cost to try and convince what was the creature that was doing the casting? A halfling?
A gnome.
A gnome. The time to try and convince the gnome, which I don't think you're ever going to convince the gnome to not do what he's doing.
I think personally, the gnome might be on an okay track. However, the Hydra 100% is suffering.
Okay, but who's in charge of the Hydra stuff?
I think he gets thrown out, or
I
mean,
think that might be Anson.
it's more like farming the Hydra eggs and stuff like that than it is, you know, keeping them up. Are we gonna tell all the farmers they need to let their cows go?
All I'm saying is, like, we don't have to necessarily tell them they have to let these creatures go, but at least treat them better.
Levi, have
You know, it
lived
wouldn't.
on a
We
farm?
got how many magic users in this place, and surely some of them know healing spells. They can provide quick healing to these creatures.
To
Maybe
answer
provide
your-
a sedative instead of just hacking away
to
at
answer
the
your question,
Hydra's
Kat,
body parts. Why not provide a sedative?
I lived on islands near the beach, and we basically farmed the fish.
Chicken
Yes,
eat
but I don't imagine you cut the fish slowly or left them on land to suffocate first.
Well, the fish aren't also, you know, as large as a Hydra and eating people either.
is
Like I
one
said,
thing
just-
suffering a
just
lot
something
worse
that-
than a lot of things suffering some? I don't know. It's a weird question.
Well, I mean, ask Guide. Guide loves he's here for the Hydra eggs.
Huh? What? I heard my name.
It's fine, guys. We're
I
fine.
don't think he's here for anything. He's here for warm parts.
but I think
Hydras all eggs. And most
Eggs.
of the time, you don't have to hurt something to get an egg.
well, just because they're chained up doesn't mean they're necessarily hurting.
Ah.
Maybe Click's God was saying that some of the humans are hurting and not the
No.
animals.
But what if his
No,
research
I
helps
was
a lot of
very
people?
specific if we needed to stop the experiments here.
Terrence seemed pretty chill.
I mean, you could try and stop the experiments. I don't think you're going to succeed.
Exactly. I don't think you're going to get them stopped. You could probably go on a crusade.
These people seem very determined.
Well,
Yep.
like I said, I'm not trying to stop them.
Idealistic.
I'm just trying to stop the suffering aspect.
You know what, Click? I bet we could get the White Spire involved.
How would you more ethically contain a Hydra?
Maze,
Huh? What?
I imagine the White Spire wouldn't be for these experiments.
Oh no, that's why Professor Anson had to leave the White Spire.
So if we let them know that this is going on, do you think they'd stop it?
Do they have any jurisdiction out here?
They didn't even know they existed.
Or do they have any influence with any of the local governing bodies?
Is there a local governing body for the middle of the
Or
desert?
the desert.
I'll
Well,
give
it's
you.
under somebody's property, so I would assume so. It has to be within a
The
territory
dragon.
somewhere.
The dragon.
I'll give you. I'll
Just
give you
fly
3
around.
guesses who's in charge of this desert that's so
Ember.
desolate. Yes.
Amber probably does not seem bothered by this at all.
Yeah. Katia would know that Waterdeep as a country has wanted to control the desert, but there's no way for them to hold it for long periods, especially not with Emerith there.
He must be paying Emerith well.
Dragons also love Hydra egg
Ah,
and Hydra.
ah.
Did you know that there are certain pheromones that Hydra make that
There's no way
smell
for-
so good to dragons?
Interesting.
It's kind of a bad thing to be Hydra when dragon around.
It is suck to be
Well, it's a
Hydra.
bad thing for everything when dragons around.
Nah, dragons are fine.
Can we pause our ethical dilemma for next week?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It is almost 11:40 or 10:45.
All right.
I was enjoying the ethical debate though.
I was too. I just also falling asleep.
Yeah, it's late.
Just move
Boy,
people
it's
on.
it's been so long since I've spoken as guide and it hurts already.
Oh gosh.
Logan getting chased.
Don't hurt yourself.
Well,
All right.
good game. I have zero idea how this is gonna go.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're gonna be doing next.
Yeah, I mean, you've only seen 2 experiments. Maybe the ethical debate gets easier or much harder.
I'm gonna have to go talk to Beetles and Bubbles about what's in the potions.
Don't
All right.
question it.
Oh,
Yes, now we're going to be asking: was your potions tested on animals?
They
Or made
never
of
promised
animal-
vegan potions, okay? They never said